Hey!
Greetings! Thanks for firing up a game of Drawful. Only 4 players. No problem. You'll each get to draw twice. Let's get to the game. Okay, I'm sending a title to each of your devices. Something weird, like square dancing or salami stains. Draw a picture on your device that would have that title, and when you're done, hit send. And you'll get points for each player that can correctly guess your title. So, just try your best. Hey! Okay, weirdos, let's take a look at your artwork. Now, use your device to type in what you think the title for this picture could have been. Or better yet, something you think could trick the other players into thinking it's the title. You'll get points for every player that picks your answer.
Hey!
35. 30.
All right, here are your choices. Now pick the title you think really inspired this drawing.
25. 20.
Hey! Hey!
15.
Pick something.
5.
All right, who picked what?
Touching. Touching. Touching.
Okay, well, that was that.
Touching.
And now this. Enter your titles now.
55. 50. 45. 40. 35. 30. 25. 20. 15.
Hurry up, type in gibberish if you have to. And here are your choices.
25. 20.
What did everybody pick?
Touching. Touching. Touching.
Are we done with this one? I think we're done with this one.
Touching.
Okay, let's do this again.
55. 50. 45.
Hey!
40. 35.
Okay, here are your choices.
25.
Hey!
20. 15. 10.
Pick something. And here are your picks.
Touching. Touching.
Well, let's not waste any more time on this one.
Touching.
Type in your titles now.
55. 50.
Hey!
45. 40. 35. 30.
Here are your choices.
25.
here's everybody's picks.
Cha-ching.
Hey!
Cha-ching. Ta-da! Cha-ching.
I like this group of players. I don't know why. I just do.
Cha-ching.
That was so much fun. Let's do it again. Here are some more titles to draw. You have 30 seconds before you lose your drawing. It seems like a long time, but it's not.
Ding, 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 ding. Whoop, 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 whoop. Warning, 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 warning.
Hey!
Great, all the pictures are in.
Um.
And this one.
55. 50. 45. 40.
Hey!
30. 25. 20.
Okay, here are your choices.
25. 20.
Hey!
15.
And here are your picks.
Hey!
Cha-ching. Ta-da! Cha-ching.
All right, well, we're done with that now.
Cha-ching.
And now, this thing.
55.
Hey!
50. 45. 40. 35. 30.
And here are your choices.
25.
Hey!
All right, who picked what? Yeah. You all got it right. Don't get big heads about it. Enter anything that could almost make sense now. Okay, here are your choices. What did everybody pick? I don't know what to say about that one, so I won't say anything. Let's take a look at our next piece of art.
Hey!
Here are your choices.
Hey!
All right, who picked what? Huh, I didn't expect everybody to get that one right.
Hey!
Let's play another game of Drawful. You all know how this works. I'm sending your drawings now.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and this ain't my first rodeo. I go to that next week. Whee! 5 players. I hope you don't mind me fantasizing that you're my entourage. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category. Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's your first question. It's time for a celebrity tweet. 12:44 a.m., the 10th of December, 2013. At Simon Cowell tweeted, "Still not sure what a blank is." Now, use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool the other players into thinking it's true. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and touch it on your device. Pick something. All right, who? Welcome to Fibbage. I'm Cookie, and I promise that almost everybody will make it out alive. 5 of you in the game. That should be easy to remember since I have 5 fingers on this hand. Not the other one, which I use to remember 3-player games. Let's do this. This is round 1, and that means you get 500 points for everyone you fool with your made-up answer. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. All right, pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. One of Kim Jong-il's many titles was Invincible and Ever-Triumphant General and Highest Incarnation of the Revolutionary Comradely blank. Now use your device to type a lie that might fool the other players into believing it. If you get stuck, for half the points you can use the Lie For Me button and get a suggestion. Do it now! Hurry up! Use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and touch it on your device. Pick something. Okay, what did everyone pick? Or IAETGAHIOTRCL for short. And that means... Select a category. Well, we ain't waiting forever. Okay, here's the question. A man in Watertown, New York, claims to have been happily married for over 25 years to his wife Tegan, who is strangely a blank. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the Lie For Me button if you can't think of something. Okay, which one's the truth? Pick something. Okay, let's take a look. I think it's admirable that he stayed with her after her accident. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. PETA has asked officials in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to replace Punxsutawney Phil, the Groundhog Day groundhog, with blank. Enter your lies now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, here are your choices. Pick something. Let's see what everybody selected. And nobody picked the other lies up there. Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it. Select a category. Okay, here's the question. The city of Olney, Illinois, organizes an annual event in order to blank squirrels. Type in your lies now. Hurry! Hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Pick something. All right, who picked what? It's important to count those who cannot count themselves. And that means some of these didn't get picked. All right, pick a category. No, that's okay. I've got it. Okay, here's the question. In 1726, a British woman named Mary Toft convinced doctors that she had given birth to blank. Enter your lies now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. All right, where's the truth? Pick something. All right, let's see what everybody picked. was a great lie. And look what we have here. And nobody fell for some of these ingenious lies. Select a category. It's not hard. You know what? We'll just stick with this one. Okay, here's the question. Gloucestershire, England is home to the Cotswold Olympics, the highlight of which is the traditional blank kicking competition. Type in your lies now. Hurry, hit the lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here you go. Find the truth. Pick something. Okay, let's take a look. And we're done. This is the final fibbage. One question left for all the marbles, and everything is worth triple. Good luck. Okay, here is your final fibbage question. Dr. Francis M. Fessmeyer's surefire remedy for stopping your hiccups. Enter your lies now. Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, which one's the truth? Pick something. All right, who picked what? Strangely, that's also Dr. Fessmeyer's remedy for measles, leukemia, athlete's foot, and baldness. And the rest of the board goes unselected.
Hola, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. Just trust us, we totally can. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's go!
1,
You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. The World Wildlife Fund forced the World Wrestling Federation to change its name. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Balloons used to make balloon animals are made from horse bladders. Al Capone's friends called him Snorky. A partially cooked squid inseminated a woman's mouth in Korea. To appeal to teenagers, Yoo-Hoo briefly changed its name to Yoo-Hoo. The only Western food chain allowed in North Korea is Long John Silver's. Wow. 13% of all French people are related to Napoleon. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Arnold Schwarzenegger only ate baby food on the set of Commando. Dental hygienists have to go to school longer than dentists. Mozart wrote a song called Lick Me in the Arse. In Finland, 2.5 men is called man-halves. The inventor of the Slinky joined a South American cult. Nintendo donates to a shelter for wounded ducks. Nikola Tesla launched a telescope into the stratosphere using static electricity. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is international space. Which of these facts about the space programs of the world are true, and which ones are lies? Canada's space program spent $95 total in 2012. Iran launched 2 turtles into space in 2010. England has never sent a human into space. Bjork is a scientific advisor to the Icelandic space program. Portugal claimed ownership of Venus in 1699. Australia has the world's oldest space program. Nigeria has a space program. Let's see the final scores.
Startup game activation is live. Okay, we are on.
Attention, the new management has announced their thought for the day. Today's thought for the day from the new management is teamwork. Teamwork or you're fired. Thank you. Make up the set, please.
Butta gutta butta gutta butta gutta butta gutta gutta butta gutta butta gutta butta gutta butta. This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. 4 players. That's surprising. You realize you don't win real cash, right? Handle those screws carefully. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And today's wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
The San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. And right this way.
Get ready, time for question 1.
To get things rolling, Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%? Player 1. Nuh-uh. Player 3. What are you implying exactly? Players 2 and 4. Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
Coming up next, his acting is all right. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well, if Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? Player 2, watch that clock. Players 2 and 4, get out of here! Seriously, get out of here. Player 3, all wrong. Player 1, the Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Up next, brought to you by the letter U, Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert. Time is short. Player 2, what were you thinking there? Player 1, the Count would be so disappointed. Player 4, Ernie has no eyebrows at all, Bert has one long single eyebrow, and the Count has two eyebrows! You just picked up an extra $1,000 for that. And yet, none of them have ever blinked. May I introduce Duck Duck Swan? Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette? Watch your clock. Player 4, let this be a lesson to you. Player 1, cue the swan song. Player 3, Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead. Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. Take a stab at the man in the backwards yellow hat, and it's a dis or dat. Player 1, your score stinks at the moment, so this one's all for you. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George. If it's Justin Bieber, press the square button. If it's Curious George, press the circle button. Now, I need the rest of you to pay attention. Lock in your answers before Player 1, because if Player 1 gets it wrong, everyone who got it right will split the cash. All right, let's get started. Peed in a mop bucket. Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Egged a house. Got high on ether. Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. You were a couple of bananas short of a bunch. I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That about does it for round 1. And player 4 is in the lead, but there's more trivia to come. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. And don't forget, our wrong answer to the game is still out there waiting to be picked. Okay, how about it? This one's known as Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest. Player 2. Now that's just the dumberest answer I ever heard. Players 1, 3, and 4. Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective. But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
And on its way, let it go, let it go, let it go! At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. Time's almost up. Player 1. You may not know how temperatures work. Players 3 and 4. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Here's one for you. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Player 2, clock's a ticking. Players 1 and 3. Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born, probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts. I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Player 2, how do you say, no? Player 4, that's just nuts. Open wide for wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings? Not much time left. Player 4? Nobody picks that one. Players 1 and 2? This is right. Oops, this is white, which is wrong. Were you thinking of this one? Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive. Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. It's time for I Wanna Lick and Roll All Night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep? You got it, player 4. Pick someone to screw. Player 3, you're getting screwed. You got 5 seconds. Superlative screwing, player 4. Let's see if you can make this really hurt. Player 1. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore. Step right up to the Jack Attack when you... Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry, here you go. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck. Player 4's got it! Damn, Player 4, I was really looking forward to a big win. What the hell was that? Are you trying to be polite or something? You know what polite gets you in this game? Here.